Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you exactly how you can make an AI voice agent on ElevenLabs from start to finish. I'm going to show you the basics of every step that you could take, and I'm going to talk about how this agent can be used for your business or sold to other businesses to make money. Just like any other skill, this takes practice and iteration, but I'm hoping that after watching this video, you'll have the foundation down. I'm going to provide a lot of value in this video. I'm cutting all the BS and getting straight to the point. So if you find this video helpful in any way, drop a like and subscribe if you want to see similar videos in the future. And by the way, I've already made a tutorial on voice agents from Retail AI. So if you want to learn about voice agents on that platform as well, be sure to check out that video right after this one. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go into ElevenLabs.io and create an account or login. Once you're in your home, you're going to want to go to the left-hand side and hit Agents. Then you have a variety of preset agents that you can select, such as support agent, mindfulness coach, sales agent, video game character. But for now, let's create our own. So we're going to hit start from blank. So as you can see, it's created a new agent for us. Here you can select the language. They've got basically every language you'll ever need. And you can also press additional languages and add any language you want on top of the primary language that you've selected. Okay, so coming over to the first message box, this is the first phrase that you want your AI to say. So as soon as the call starts, the AI is going to say this first message word for word, just like how you've typed it in this box. So for us, we're going to say, "Hi there, welcome to ABC Properties. How can I help you today?" Okay, so now let's scroll down to system prompt. So in this first box, you want to give your AI a title. So basically you're telling it what its job is or what its role is. So we're going to type in customer service agent. In the next box, you're going to give it a long description. So this is the global prompt. This is basically a prompt that it's going to refer to throughout the entire call to be able to make decisions, ask the right questions, and collect the right data. So a lot of people try to type this on their own, but an easier way to go about this is to go over to ChatGPT, describe your agent to ChatGPT in your own words, and then ask it to write you a global prompt based on your description. It'll use the description and all the features that you've added, but it'll word it better for the AI to understand. And that way you can copy paste it in the format that ChatGPT has created. And that'll likely perform better than if you had typed it on your own. So I've already done that and I've put it in this document over here. So I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to paste it into this box. So most likely you're going to have to adjust this, but that'll come after testing your agent. So for now, we're going to move on. Next, we have dynamic variables. These are the variables that you're either collecting or using throughout your call. They typically change. So for example, for outbound calls, you're likely pulling these from a spreadsheet. And for inbound calls, you're collecting data during the call and storing it into these dynamic variables. After that, we have LLM. So this is your large language model. For us, we're going to select GPT-4o. That's basically our brain for this AI. Then we have temperature. Temperature is a measure of creativity that your voice agent has throughout the call. Over here, you can add a knowledge base. This is a very important part of your calling agent. You can add documents that basically train your AI. So for example, you can add files about your company, and your AI will have knowledge about your company by reading those files and training itself on them. And throughout its calls, it can refer to these files to provide information to the caller or just to guide it through its conversation. Next, we have tools. These are pretty self-explanatory. So we're basically just giving functionality to the agent. You can turn any one of these on and off. You can also create custom tools, but that requires a little bit more work. So make sure to hit save every time you're done editing a page. Next, we're going to head over to the voice tab. Over here, we can select from a long list of preset voices that ElevenLabs already has. ElevenLabs has the best voices in the market, so this is already a great selection. But one feature that some people might like is the voice cloning feature. So you can clone your own voice and use it as the voice of your AI agent. You also have pronunciation dictionaries. So if there's words that your AI struggles with, you can add the pronunciation into this section to make sure that it doesn't get it wrong during calls. Over here, we have a few more settings. Like I said, there's no specific rules. You just adjust these as you test the agent. And every time you call the agent, you can just note down what changes you want to make. Come back to the settings, adjust it, then test it again, and repeat. Next, we'll go to analysis. So here we can add more variables to extract during the call. There's another tab for security. Once again, these are important features, but nothing here will make or break your AI voice agent. So it's best to create a basic one, then come back to these detailed settings and adjust them as necessary. At the bottom here, we have a section for webhooks. So if you aren't familiar with webhooks, it's basically a web address that you can send or pull information from, and you'll probably use them if you're using automations from make.com, N8N, or any similar tools. Next, we have advanced settings. The turn timeout is how many seconds of silence you want the AI to wait between sentences before checking in on the caller to make sure they're still there. We have more similar features down here. You can set a max duration for the call. Lastly, we have the widget section. Here you can embed code for custom widgets, and there's other features to enable if needed. If you want to test the agent, you just go to the top right-hand corner and press Test AI Agent. Once you press that, you have the option to call your AI agent straight from your browser, or you can copy the link and open a new tab where you'll get a voice agent specific link that you can run test calls on. You're going to want to test your agent multiple times before rolling it out. There are usually errors at the start, and you have to put in some work to fix those, otherwise your agent isn't going to work how you want it to. And those are pretty much all the steps you need to take to have a basic calling agent set up. The only thing left for you to do is to add a phone number, and you should have a fully functioning calling agent. If you want it to have specific functionality like appointment booking or other features, you're going to have to connect it to an automation on make.com or N8N. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.